In ancient India, there was a time when there was a kingdom called Ujjain, which was ruled by the great king Vikramaditya. King Vikram, who was known for his intelligence, bravery, and unwavering love for justice, was loved by his people. During his reign, Ujjain flourished and the stories of his bravery and justice spread far and wide. One day, when Vikram was looking at the kingdom full of turmoil from the balcony of his palace, he saw a miraculous figure. An old man with a mysterious aura was walking towards the door of Rishi's palace. Rishi was wearing deep blue clothes, which were shining like the night sky decorated with stars. There was a strange glow in his eyes, as if he had a secret beyond human understanding. As soon as Rishi moved forward, his wooden stick threw it on the ground, leaving a shining mark, which became wet, like the rustling of ancient chants. Excited to know about this mysterious Rishi, Vikram welcomed him to the royal court. Like flowing water, in a sweet voice, Rishi presented himself as a pilgrim from a faraway country, who is a seeker of knowledge and truth. He had brought a proposal for the king with him. He bowed his head respectfully in front of Vikram and said, "Rishi, O great king, I have brought a rare opportunity. I will give you a discovery which will take you towards infinite knowledge, such knowledge that even the brave gods cannot dare to reveal." There was silence in the court, eyes wide open and doubtful. Some people believed that Rishi is a magician, others thought that he could be a divine messenger. But Vikram was a seeker. He had always searched for truth and justice, and he saw this discovery as a way for both. Vikram asked, "What should I do?" His voice was steady but curious. Ashi's eyes sparkled. Rishi said, "There is a ghostly forest on the bank of your kingdom where an ancient banyan tree grows. Its branches are hung upside down by Betal, who is a different soul from someone else. If you can catch this ghost and bring it back to me, then I will give you the knowledge that is greater than all knowledge." The courtiers were shocked and shuddered. Betal was very dangerous, the soul of riddles which challenged even the wisest of its stories. The old elders had warned that those who searched for Betal, they put their lives at risk, because he was so good at solving riddles that only the most intelligent and talented person could answer. However, Vikram was calm. He stood up and said, "I accept your challenge. If the intellect is in my hands, then I will do whatever I have to do." Rishi gave Vikram a small bottle of Amrit and shook his head politely. Rishi said, "He will save you from the curses hidden in the forest. But remember, King Vikram, this journey will not only test your strength but also your patience, intelligence and morality." The journey of Vikram. If you fail to answer the truth of Betal's riddles, then you risk losing everything, even your soul. With these words, Rishi disappeared into the blue mist. He left behind a mystery and a wind of magic, which remained for a long time even after his departure. The next morning, Vikram prepared for his journey. He wore his shield, covered a deep blue mist, and took his sharpest sword, which was blessed by the royal priests, with him. As soon as he made his way from the palace, his most trusted advisor and minister stood with him, advising him, Minister Maharaj, this discovery is dangerous. The soul of Betal is known to confine the mind of man to riddles and delusions. Many have lost their mind in trying to catch it. Vikram's knowledge is worthy of every risk. Our land needs a leader who understands the deepest truth of the world, and I will bring that knowledge to light. He gathered some loyal protectors and royal priests, who will go with him to the edge of the forest. With the blessings of the royal priests, they walked through the gates of the palace. The people of Ujjain were standing on the roads to see their king on this strange journey. The path to the haunted forest was not easy. As they moved away from the city, darkness fell in the sky, and a strange fog spread over the land. Shadows seemed to dance among the trees, and terrible voices were echoing from afar, as if the forest itself was alive. In the middle of the night, they reached the edge of the haunted forest, and began to hesitate with Vikram, because the fog had turned white. It was spinning as if someone was whispering a secret. Royal priest, this is where we should separate. It is not possible for any living being to enter and return to that forest. Vikram, do not be afraid. I will go alone from here. Return to Ujjain and tell the people that I will return with the knowledge they are looking for." As soon as their protector and priest were watching in serious silence, Vikram moved forward and disappeared in the thick fog. The wind became cold and a strange fragrance was floating around them. The further he went, the more magical and unimaginable the forest became. He walked carefully. The warmth of the nectar was saving him from the unseen dangers of the forest. In the end, through a terrible shadow, he saw him, the ancient banyan tree. Its huge roots were spread on the ground and it was hanging upside down like a bat. Betal, the body of the soul, was shining slightly. His eyes were shining with a mischievous light of knowledge. Betal, Betal, you have come for me. Great King Vikramaditya, do you think you can easily take me to your master, or will you lose your mind while trying? Vikram, I have no intention of losing, Betal. Come with me, or I will take you myself. Betal laughed again. A cold laugh echoed in the forest. With these words, Betal was ready to put Vikram on his shoulders. As soon as he started his journey back through the forest, Betal began to tell his first story. A story full of magic, ethical dilemmas and mysteries which can only be solved by a true wise man. But there was a pinch. If Vikram spoke before reaching the edge of the forest, then Betal will return to his tree and the journey will start again. And so, the brave work began. Vikram, in search of knowledge, took the mischievous ghost on his shoulders, facing puzzles and mysteries which will change his fate and Ujjain's fate forever. Vikramaditya and Betal's first story. Ignorance. Vikramaditya returns to the tree of Bargat and catches Betal. He picks him up on his shoulder again. Betal, surprised by Vikramaditya's resolve, starts a new story, about the dangers of knowledge, money and desire. Betal, a wise and wealthy merchant named Samir, lived in a faraway city. Famous for his kindness and quick mind, Samir had earned a lot of money by trading precious jewels. One day, while examining a new stock, he found a jewel that he had never seen before. It was shining with an inner light. The Indra bow was spreading in every direction. It was said that this jewel is magical, capable of giving its owner extraordinary power and prosperity, but there was also a warning with it. The owner should never use it in greed, because it will bring destruction instead of wealth. Excited but alert, Samir decided to keep the jewel in a special box. It was to be used only when it was really needed. The people of the city also praised him for his patience and wisdom. However, a jealous merchant was determined to steal the jewel. Knowing that he could not break into Samir's safe, the jealous merchant devised a cunning plan. One day, he pretended to be humble and went to Samir, claiming that he needed help. Showing that his business was failing, he requested Samir to let him see the magical jewel, hoping that it would bring him luck. Samir agreed, but he made his competitor promise that he would not touch the jewel, explaining the warning that came with it. Despite his promise, the competitive merchant could not stop himself. The moment he touched the jewel, a black cloud overshadowed his life, and his fate began to shudder. He lost everything and his jealousy turned into regret. Betal, did Samir make a mistake by letting his competitor see the jewel, knowing that it could be misused? Or was it the greed of the competitor alone that caused his downfall? Vikram, Samir is not at fault. He acted with mercy, and the destruction of his competitor was due to his own greed. One who has a pure heart should not be blamed for those who lack self-control. Betal's second story and disappearance. The laughter of Betal echoes through the forest, but before Vikramaditya could completely secure him, Betal disappears once again into the dust. The forest is filled with Betal's laughter, as Vikramaditya prepares himself for the next encounter. He is determined to succeed in his quest. In this story, Betal's three brothers, Ajay, Vijay, and Charan, each tell a tale. Each of them has extraordinary skills and is famous all over the country for their talents. The last gift of their divine father is a magical gem, said to give the one who keeps it close infinite knowledge and fortune. However, this gem is also a source of competition, because each brother believes that he is more worthy of it than the others. In a prosperous state there were three brothers, Ajay, Vijay, and Charan, who were talented in every way. Ajay, the eldest brother, was known as a healer for his skills. With his vast knowledge of herbs and medicines, he could cure almost any disease. Vijay, the second brother, was a warrior of extraordinary strength and bravery, feared by his enemies and loved by his people. Charan, the youngest, was a talented scholar who could solve puzzles and problems that had puzzled even the most intelligent people in the country. One day, the closest friend of their divine father came to their house with a small, finely carved chest. Inside was their father's last gift, a magical gem shining with a magical light. It was said that this gem gives the one who keeps it close infinite knowledge and fortune. The brothers were excited to receive such a powerful item, but each believed that only he should keep it. Ajay, Vijay and Charan were in a heated argument about the gem. Ajay, I cure people. With this gem I can also cure incurable diseases. Vijay, I protect my people. With this gem, I will become the biggest protector of this state to date. Charan, with this gem my knowledge and intelligence will increase so that I can bring a lot of prosperity to my people. The three brothers decided to consult an old saint who lived on the banks of the state. Rishi, how will each brother use his powers for the good of the people? To show this, he will use the gem for a day. The brother who uses it the most intelligently will keep it. On the first day, Ajay takes the gem to the mountains where a terrible epidemic has spread in a village. With the power of the gem, he makes a miraculous medicine which cures every villager. People celebrate his intelligence and compassion. On the second day, Vijay takes the gem to the border of the state where an evil animal is terrorizing the country. The gem increases his strength so that he is able to defeat the animal. People salute him as a hero. On the third day, Charan takes the gem and spends his day solving disputes between neighboring villages. His intelligence brings peace and prosperity, and the villagers are always grateful for his guidance. At the end of 3 days, the brother returns to the sage. Rishi, everyone has proved their worth, but only by sharing the gem and working together can they fulfill their father's wishes. Narrator. Understanding the value of their own self and the value of unity, they agree to share the gem. Everyone uses it only when it is really needed. Betal's Vikramaditya was puzzled. Who was the most worthy brother of the gem? Was the sage right in his decision? Vikramaditya said, the sage was intelligent. Every brother had different talents, but their combined strength would bring the greatest benefit to their people. No one was worthy of the gem alone. They were all worthy of it. Betal laughs at Vikramaditya's intelligence and once again disappears into the jungle. Betal then tells a story about a clever princess named Leela, who is known for her intelligence and understanding, and her mysterious lover, Prince Arun, who has a magical ring that makes her disappear at will. The princess is fascinated by the prince's mystery, but soon she finds herself relating to the power of faith, love, and delusion. Princess Leela lived in a faraway kingdom. She was a young girl with extraordinary intelligence and curiosity. Her kingdom flourished under her intelligent vision, and many princes asked for her hand. However, no one was equal to her intelligence or won her heart until Prince Arun arrived. Prince Arun was a man of mystery and attraction who was always beyond expectations. Leela soon noticed something strange. Every evening as soon as the sun set, Arun would disappear without any explanation and would reappear after sunrise. Attracted by his mystery, Leela decided to find out the secret. She asked, "Where do you go every night? Are you hiding something from me?" Prince Arun hesitated and then revealed his secret. He had a magical ring that made him invisible. It was a powerful magician's gift, and he was asked to leave the kingdom every night to avoid being caught. The magician asked Leela to let him wear the ring for one night. Arun hesitated but agreed. That night Leela used the ring and followed Arun through the walls of the palace into the jungle. She found out that he was going to meet a hidden angel of the rishis who needed his guidance. His disappearance was not due to selfish reasons but to fulfill a great task in secret. In the next few days, Leela found herself in a dilemma. She praised Arun's dedication but knew that his secret lifestyle could ruin their future together. She finally made a compromise. They would get married, but Arun would only wear the ring when it was necessary to help others. There should be no secrecy between them. Betal then asked, did Princess Leela choose Arun to share her secret, or should she have trusted him without knowing it? Vikramaditya responded, Leela was intelligent. Trust is important in a relationship, but open communication is equally important. She did not take away his responsibility by asking him to share her secret. She strengthened their bond with understanding. Vikramaditya was once again satisfied and went back to the darkness of the forest.